So this is for the cervical dysfunction with ridicular symptoms, very similar to what we did with just the cervical inflammatory reaction, just keeping in mind how important this thoracic spine is to taking stress off of those nerve foramen. And this is where you'll notice one of the first exercises is a thoracic extension. Luke, I'm going to have you push yourself all the way back in that chair. Good. And then you're going to be in this position like this for a home exercise. Keep the chin tucked as you're doing that. And then we're going to encourage you to extend backwards there. We'll even put, foam rolls in there, but as we're working somebody out, we just want to make sure that this is what we're focused on, is trying to get those shoulder blades back. I'll have you relax there. And even in this posture with Luke being as tall as he is, I could get in there and do some mobilization in this direction. Again, combined with soft tissue massage, those types of things, but talking the patient through the process that we get these shoulders back, we get the mid-back moving better in that direction. That's going to take stress off of your nerve. We could go in and do some nerve glides from here, keeping in mind that if I'm talking about my median nerve and I do this, it doesn't stretch my median nerve as much as if I do this, right? So when we're talking about ridicular symptoms, we want to sneak up on the neck, okay? So if I wanted to elongate this nerve pathway here, and I was just to start with the neck, that's a pretty big motion, and that's liable to irritate that nerve. So I would be much more likely to start down lower and just start with some wrist stretching. And again, I'm referencing the median nerve. You could reference the more of the radial nerve by going in this direction. But the idea is we start distally and work towards the neck. We're sneaking up on the neck. You could even do soft tissue work from here, because a lot of times they're having the ridicular symptoms, just following those nerve pathways up. And keeping in mind too that the elbow is part of this. So here we might have the wrist neutral and then working in above the elbow to loosen up those nerve pathways there. It's whenever you combine motions is when you have more nerve tension. So if I was to have his shoulder blade down here, elbow straight, and then hand like this, that's pretty aggressive. The only thing more aggressive than that would be to have him add some side bending to that, or perhaps a little bit of abduction. But just keeping in mind that we're starting from here, we're working up, we're really focusing on getting this thoracic spine back into a good posture position, releasing tension through the front so that ultimately nerve spaces are opened up. If we're going to do some laser in this position, this is where he can just kind of relax into that position. We can do low-level laser there, and this is where you may just do one spot and then go over, come out of that position, do the other spot. You wouldn't want them in that position for too awful long. And whenever they're having nerve symptoms, never working into nerve symptoms. If there's any tingling, the onset of any increased symptom, then we would need to change position right away. So that's the seated protocol for ridicular symptoms.